Right, so I'm here with Carl Abbott, Gary Norton and Tomo after Gresley's 5-0 defeat to Congleton in the FA Vase. So obviously a lot of frustrations there with the mistakes in the first half, but also when we came out in the second half we played a lot better, and it was just frustrating to see why we couldn't start like that.
Yeah, I wish I knew the answer to that, Alfie. If we did, I suppose you can't do a team talk like we did at half time before the game because there's no justification for it. You're trying to drive them and inspire them in a different way. Today they haven't come out of the blocks at all. We've got Penn back in. I think we struggled with their shape, which was like a wide diamond. The boy Beaumont, the number 8, we found difficult to pick up, and when he got it on the turn, he was so big and strong. And firstly, before I kind of rip the bones out of our performance, I pay respect to Congleton. They're a very, very good side. We knew what we were dealing with today. It's a tough draw. I did say I think it was one of the toughest draws out the hat for them as well. I'm not saying we came here thinking we're hiding to nothing. I think in the end the scoreline's wide, isn't it? And they've had an easy day at the office in terms of the score, but a tough draw for them as well. A lot of ex-Witten lads, a lot of ex-Leek lads, Kidsgrove, Norton, when they went first round proper FA Cup a few years back. They're a good side, and they made us pay for our mistakes, but we were slow, we were slovenly, our decision making was not good, our communication was not good, things like the goal where the mix up between one of the centre halves and the goalkeeper, and you can't start a game like that. The game's over by half time, and it's not good enough, and maybe the fleet in the year that they had at half time was what was behind the second half, but they can't pick and choose when they come and put it on like that. And in the second half, we've moved the ball a bit like Stourport. Was that because they're 4-0 down up and they sat off, or was it because we were very good? I'd like to think we were very good, because I thought we moved the ball really well and we were zippy. Our movement off the ball was good, lots of options, lots of angles, and They, you can't pick and choose when they want to do that. We made it clear at half time that we've reached a point now where I think we've kind of driven it on very, very far, very quickly. Expectation now has gone through the roof, and we're not delivering what the expectation is, and there will be changes. Now I think we're looking at a 4-week lockdown. I'll be very busy, and we're going to make some changes, and we're going to take this to the next phase now, and we'll treat it as a positive.
I was going to say, similar to Stourport, before the game's even started, it's a poor 15-20 minutes and you're sort of out of the game.
Oh, 100%. I don't think I even got to my seat before the first goal went in, and then before you know it, we're 2-0 down, we're 3-0 down. I think it was 20 odd minutes on the clock, if that. And as Cole said, we were still strangely thinking that if we can get hold of it, with it being a cup game, and just go slog out the famous team at Wembley 3 years ago, we're 3-0 down and done a brilliant job. But unfortunately, we're not on that level, and we looked a little bit shy on confidence in certain areas of it, but when we make individual mistakes like that, you just don't get a chance to get a foothold in a game. And it was over before it started today, and hugely disappointing. I actually feel sick. Such is the disappointment, genuinely, and it's not lost on the fantastic support that we've had yet again coming to follow. Which, if I was one of these guys coming away, home and away, despite lockdown situation, can't go away and watch my pro club. If I kept coming along to see that sort of thing, I'd soon want to do better things with a Saturday afternoon, even going shopping with the missus or whatever it is. So we have to fix it, A, for ourselves, but B, to be fair on those paying supporters that come and follow us like they do in the numbers they do. It's an unexpected bonus, but we cannot embarrass ourselves, and I promised them at Stourport when I went over at the end that it wouldn't happen again, and not 2 weeks later we're out of the game before it's even began. So Cole's right, we need to take stock of things. No excuses. We're not looking to make excuses, but it's on us to fix and work with the players and get them kicked up a level and prepared correctly. We do what we thought was right, but unfortunately for some that hasn't been enough. But we're honest enough. There's enough games between me, Paul, and Cole to sort of know that we look at ourselves first, but ultimately we can't accept that much longer, and there will be 1 or 2 changes.
And do you think in the first half you were bullied to an extent?
Yeah. Do I think we were bullied? I think we didn't give ourselves a chance to get into the game to start with. I mean, you're 2-0 down inside what, 7 minutes, 8 minutes maybe, and they're Towels. They're a good side, aren't they? And then all of a sudden, you don't need to give good sides momentum. That's what it is. You make the mistakes, and then you go and concede a third goal. So now people will look at it and say, "Oh, you were bullied. It was men against the boys." I don't believe in that. I think your confidence is shot when you're 3-0 down inside 15 minutes. You've got great support behind the goal there for you, and I think some of it is embarrassment. If I'm honest, they don't know, they can't find the way out of a sticky situation because they're not experienced enough. Some of the lads are not good enough. You know, we've come a long way, Ollie, and Carl said it and Gaz have said it. So we've got to a point now where we're sort of quarter the way through the season, and it was always going to be a building. So now we rebuild, we tweak it, and there's going to be 2 or 3 new players will be coming in over the next couple of weeks. We're not far off a decent side, but you know, when you've got players like you played against today, and I'll back Carl up, they're a good side, some very good players in there, but you can't give good sides 3-0 goal advantage and then expect to go and perform, because when you do try and expand, they pick you off. So no, I disagree with being bullied. I just thought the better side on the day won. That was it. Simple as that. We give them the 3-goal start, and we're never going to catch up. So no, not bullied, but the better side won.
Okay. Thank you, guys.